tired of walking anyway.
There are many people in Leowin who need help. I have a job for you, if you are interested.
Want to prove yourself?
Ah, hello, adventurer. I have need of someone with your kind of metal. It's dangerous work, but there is a reward if you're so inclined. What do you say? Word has come to Leowin of dark deeds taking place in Sitse. Apparently, a group of Naga extremists called the Sulsan are capturing and sacrificing people there. My client, Naluli, came to me with the news and asked for help. Naluli said she had an idea about how to weaken the group by destroying some of their ritual tools, but she herself is not much of a fighter. She's willing to pay whoever can do the job for her. If you're interested, she's waiting by the docks. Be careful out there, friend. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of Blackwood. Not a great deal. They are comprised of Naga, who are generally meaner and more frightening than your average Argonian, much like myself. I hear they worship chaos and are incredibly violent, which is no great surprise. All kinds of things. I specialize in work that a single adventurer could accomplish, given enough metal. Beyond that, it merely depends on what the people of Leowin ask of me.
We only employ those who know what they're doing in a fight. Do you think you have what it takes? There's a fine reward waiting in the coffers of the Chamber of Legates if you do. A huge Argonian outlaw by the name of Zemok, the Trophy Taker, makes his lair in some old ruins near Vunok. He is a murderous beast, but so far none have succeeded in bringing him to justice. He's killed dozens of challengers. Because he decorates his lair with the remains of his victims, Zemok mauls them so badly, they are unrecognizable. Not only do we need to defeat the Trophy Taker, we need to search the bodies in his lair for tokens to identify the fallen. You've got a job. Go on, get out there. An Argonian behemoth, to be precise. He's as big as an ogre and not quite as smart. When Zemok gets bored, he attacks travelers and rampages through the countryside. Someone has to stop him. It's a tribal tradition. Zemok is a vicious brute, but he respects the ways of his people. He demands that anyone challenging him must present a token that attests to their bravery. I think we're done playing by Zemok's rules, though. A fair question. I'll hire anyone who looks like they know which end of a sword to hold. It's my job to match up adventurers like yourself and big problems that need solving. Specifically, problems that require a group of adventurers to handle. The wilds can be dangerous in the best of times, but things have gotten worse of late. With all Blackwood's troubles, the Ivory Brigade can't spare many brigadines to keep the roads safe and the monsters in check. An Argonian behemoth, to be precise.
So many new faces in the city. Are you here about the notice? We can use the help. If you need work and aren't concerned about risks, then we should talk. As a representative of Leowin, I can assure you that this is all above board. Oh no, not me personally. I work for Leowin's Chamber of Legates. These days, I'm more of an administrator. Have been since the time of the Longhouse Emperors. Speak to Dedum Joss or Britus Silenus. They hire adventurers for dangerous jobs on a daily basis. If you prefer to work alone, see Dedum Joss. He's got odd tasks, but they pay well. If you're interested in group tasks, talk to Britta Solanus. Group work is dangerous. Bring friends. Here's a model. Remember, see Detum Joss for jobs you can handle on your own, or Britta Solanus for jobs that require groups of heroes. You will...
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that. Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you.
Something you need?
Have you had the chance to review the guild listings, friend? Wonderful! This one hopes you found something that interests you. Too often, this harsh world becomes isolating. Finding companions can make it bearable, Here, a little something for your time. This one is quite pleased you stopped by, and hopes that you find a guild that appeals to you. Amsad wishes you many friendships and adventures in your future.
Are you here about the job? You look like the sort Detum Joss would send my way. He knew I needed someone capable. Good. I'm glad. I appreciate you taking up the job. I would have done it myself, but I know my limits. I gathered as much information as I could without being seen, but I wasn't foolish enough to try destroying their ritual tools myself. For one, the Sulzan are crazy and worship chaos. I don't exactly know what the purpose of the sacrifices are, but it's clear the Sulzan use specific tools in order to carry them out. If you can destroy those tools, it will slow them down. From what I observed, the ritual requires the joining of an unfertilized Argonian egg, a stone basin made during the time of dust, and a flame made with special herbs. Those components are what you need to destroy in order to halt the sacrifices. Sadly, no, but at the very least seems that they are not easily replaced. Destroying these tools will delay the Sulzan, which will save lives. That's what's important. Barely any today. I hope you have better luck in Sidse than I'm having here. Nothing feels like biting, I suppose.
Simon fights! Come to fight, Simon! Simon fights!
really don't like your odds. Off with you, Switch!
Hey there, Ochel. A strange moment to wander into the stone wastes, I have to say. But perhaps you have lucky timing. You can see that our village has crashed upon some rough rocks. We won't survive much longer without a strong hand to aid us. A total Zilnek of a warlord called Nazosa moved his people into our ruins nearby. They raid the village for supplies, but we don't have any defenses. In times past, Stone Wastes was protected by the Four Winds, but they went there after a big argument, they disbanded. 3 moved to the outskirts of the village and 1 stayed. She died during a raid by Nazosa's people. We need the Winds to come back together. Can you talk to them? Convince them to return, and I'll pay you. Oh, good. Slivers of bright sun might poke through this storm with your help. Let's start with Elosi, the sudden gust. She lives on the... Of course. Makes sense you would want to know more. The Four Winds have always wandered this region, defending villages from bandits and such. Ever since our ancestors erected the first hut, 4 warriors with unique skills have roamed the marsh. No. When the wind dies, the title passes to another of their choosing. There's a big celebration with drinks and dancing. And little bonding, if you understand. We treasure the Four Winds. I do not know why they abandoned us. Well, I already mentioned Elosi, the sudden gust. She glides upon her prey better than the quietest hackwing. Then there is Myrta, the Zephyr Eternal, a practitioner of old Argonian magics. Not very sociable, so do not let him get to you. Otumira, the unrelenting Gale. Stronger than an ox and tougher than a Hajmota. Fun at parties, too. A much nimbler dancer than you would expect. Then there was Satulsa, the steady breath. The only one to stay here and protect us. But no more. When those bandits first came to raid our village, she fought them off easily. We thought that was the end of it. But soon they returned, and something had changed. They cut her down like a rotted tree. We have not been free of them since. As a guess, I would say they are Lutilio, sharp-eyed people. A petty tribe who revel in preying on other Argonians. They build nothing, but have no problem leeching off others to survive. Oh, he is a vicious, cackling hyena. The first time I saw him, I swear, his eyes were as black as a well. Quick with a blade, too. He made the first blow when Satulsa fell. I will never forget his laugh as she bled. Like I said, a total Zilnek. Well, I used to be the local blacksmith. I do good work, nothing special. But it keeps the village doors from falling off and the tools sharp. Since Nazosa, though, all I can do is patch up the injured after a raid. There is nothing left. Of course I have, Ogel. Do you think I can see the wreckage of my village and not feel a fire in my gut? But I am no warrior. I am a... And we're off. Don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Is that the last of them? Oh, thank feck. Too.
Here's Alosi's hut. She may not be home, but let's check just in case. It doesn't look like she's home. Let's see if we can figure out where she went.
I hope we find something interesting to...
Nowhere to be seen. But all her belongings look like she was just here. You know, a less confident Argonian might start to take this personally. Not off the top of my head, but she can't be too far. It looks like she was just preparing a meal here, so... perhaps she went looking for herbs? Ah, Elosi, we weren't doing anything.
You bring a stranger into my home, Noozle? An outsider entering my home unbidden seeks death. You only live because the annoying blacksmith who joins you is familiar to me. But this pause is a temporary state. Speak then. What is so urgent that you would break into my home? Distressing news. It seems my great fear has come to pass. Where then is Satul Sa? She would never leave the villages undefended. Even once we decided our time was at an end, she insisted on staying. Dead? Satul Sa? She was the smartest and wisest of us all. This is impossible. And yet, since Nuzul brought you, it must be true. You shall have my aid, if you perform a simple task. When I retired, I buried my blades deep in the ground. Go north to the ruins. My daggers represented a life I thought I left behind. If you are serious about my help, find them, bring them back, and I will become the sudden gust once more. You asked to hear a long tale, one that I do not wish to tell, and may not have the right to tell. Be satisfied with this. A tree is not merely its trunk or branches or roots. It is also its seed. And so a tree without seeds is nothing at all. Indeed, so it does. I may have failed it, but I cannot change the past. I can, however, change its future. With my weapons, I can fight this Nezosa and defend the stone wastes once more.
I'll follow right along behind you. These rooms look uninviting. Let's be careful. Well, a cache of daggers in the ruins. They must be Alosi's.
So, you have skills. even if you did let me sneak up on you. Let's speak. Your test is complete, and with barely a scale out of place. Impressive. Do you like my... Of course I will. I was always going to. But I needed to see if you could fight by my side. Also, I wanted to finish my meal. I will meet you in the village center, unless you need something more from me. I see. You wish to bring us all back together. Well, a promise was made, and I will keep it. Go southeast to find the dingy hovel where Myrta resides. Look beneath the dirt and rock.
That Myrta retreated to a facility. Study. Let's look near there and see if we can find any clues.
These ruins, like nothing I've seen. Perhaps more in the ruin. Do these runes have the same derivation? Maybe if I replace... Wait. What? Who are you? Why are you interrupting me? Leave here immediately! Oh, you brought that dusty blacksmith from the village? You must need something. That sounds like a whole bunch of not my business. Can't you see I am busy with my studies here? I don't have time to involve myself in the toils of others. Satul Sa brought this on herself. Had she any sense of reason, she'd be alive. Was I not clear? Have Nixads stolen my tongue? I said, be gone! Whatever their troubles are, I'm sure it looks much worse to you than it really is. My work, however, could change history. Go! Ka ka ka! You're seeking help from that drunken lout? You'd be better off on your own than with him. But if it gets you out of my scales, you can find him on the southwest edge of the forest near the cliffside. I trust you'll be disappointed.
So far, only half successful. Let's go find Otumira's hut. This is his hut. I'll go ahead and see if I can find him.
Don't eat the plate, too. Just one more. No knives. Have you shouted? Sattles. No mud bug.
No response. I suppose Myrtau was right. This is the worst I have ever seen Otumi Rock get. Maybe this is what happens when the life of the party no longer has something to celebrate. Let us see. Wait, a briar that grows out this way might help. The seed is inedible and it smells awful, especially to Argonians. If we get a couple of those, the smell will overwhelm him and wake him up. If anything is going to work, that will. I seem to remember a field of waking seeds grows to the east of here. Gather a handful, then come back. I will keep an eye on this hero of legends in the meantime. I should warn you, some creatures are attracted to the smell. Keep your scales moist.
Don't cry for Mummy.
was a bit of a warm-up. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
You're back. There's, no change here. Okay, I can already smell them on you. I do not even need to ask. Put them right up to Otumira's nose. Let him get a big old whiff. Well, the only plan I have next is gathering more seeds and shoving them right up his snout. He does not have a choice. Our village needs his help.
That is awful. Oh, what? Who are you? Oh, what horrific stench of dead mules and fried dung have you thrust upon me? All I wish is a gentle slumber under the open skies and upon the mud. Does not a retired fighter for peace deserve such rest? Speak, brigand! No, my greatest friend, and I hoped one day my mate, if she would ever agree. Dead? How can I bear such enormous tragedy as this? Lay the facts onto the stone, stranger. Who has earned my unyielding, roiling anger? A battle against murderers and thieves. These are the types of trials I live for, or at least I used to. I imagine you and the blacksmith wish to join my struggle for freedom and revenge. Join me. Join me inside. We'll see what you're made of. My newest friend. By joining me, you choose to engage in the challenge of my choice. Only through completing this test of your endurance and stamina. Oh, yes. I can sense that raging fire in your stout heart. I suspect you have slain many a foe in your travels. But if we... What else? Show me that you hold the same strong will that makes for the greatest of warriors. Oh, chum, we shall see if you can withstand the greatest of Argonian ales and wines. Plus, this should help numb the rodents gnawing in my head. The drinks are in front of me. You may choose what we drink. Be warned, mixing Argonian spirits can fell the stoutest outsider. If you do not believe yourself up to the task, you may leave now. I will call you many rude names as you flee, though. Now choose a drink and get started.
All right, I'll give this a try. For the village.
Worry not about the floor if you grow sick.
I don't feel so good.
Ah, good start. But let's see how you do with even more. Bitter, isn't it? I make that myself, from whatever I find around the hut. Ha! Oh, I thought you'd fall to the ground like good noozle after that one. One more! The final one, and still you stand. A will made of true iron you must have. Come, let's speak. Impressive. Such strength, such power, such a stomach. I did not know they made outsiders who could stand against the might of Argonian ale. Would you like to continue? Of course. I was always going to. This test was just to see if I would allow you to join me, or cut you down for waking me up. But you passed. Let us link arms and bring the fight to those who slew my dear Satulsa. 2 of the 3? Let me guess. Mirta refused. Do not be fooled. He has a good soul, but his mood is as legendary as my strength. Here, take my banner and place it on the cliff above my hut. He won't be able to stand knowing I'm going into a fight that he isn't, so don't worry. He'll be there. Have no fear for the blacksmith. Some waking seeds shall fix him up.
Never used to fight this much until I met you.
It is good to see you.
Ah, you arrive. And you managed to rouse Otumira. An impressive act, especially for an outsider such as yourself. I feel grateful for your efforts in bringing us back together. Now, of course I am. How silly to even ask. The winds of Stone Wastes have stood up to much worse than a flimsy army and a paper mud crab such as this warlord Nazosa. This will be no trouble. That is true. Perhaps you are right that I should not underestimate the danger that might be present behind those walls. But by the same token, he should not have killed one of our own. If he sought to frighten the winds, he failed.
Still standing, chum? Legs aren't wobbling from fear or drink? No, I don't suppose I need worry about that for someone with your epic fortitude. Voss, do you see? The villagers join us. Our arrival gives them hope. This is your work. Ho ho, more than enough. These people feel a deep fire in their bellies, but someone needed to fan it until the flames shoot out their mouths. We have done this very thing. And with the addition of 3 winds of Stone Wastes, we are unbeatable. You're right, he isn't here with us, but make no mistake. I spent many turns of the season at his side. He's brash and filled with bees, but you'll find few with stronger character. He'll be here, if he isn't lurking around already.
It is good to see you. At least I think that is you. I could be having ale visions again. Anyway, you have done it. The winds have reunited, ready for battle. Because you can... Well, as Otumira carried me back to the village, we started discussing you. And how strong, courageous, and wise you are. And attractive, too. We hoped you might join their assault on the ruins. Help drive out Nazosa and his dry-scaled thugs. There needs to be a fourth wind. That's what the legend tells us. If you join them with this, they cannot fail. Plus, lead the charge when you are ready, outsider. The winds will be at your back.
Once again, I fight by your side, Otumira. My scales have itched for this moment.
Let your blades sing their horrible song, Elosi. I delight in the tune.
We are under attack! Those dumb villagers think they can take
my
us!
friend! Up here!
Hold
I
the
have
line,
need
you
of you!
cowards, and protect those weapons!
Oh, I can feel the power surging in me once again. Such a battle! Do you think you can help me with this thing? Why does anyone want to push anything over? To smash stuff, of course. You outsiders ask such ridiculous questions. I want the catapults below in splinters. So yes, I can push this most of the way. I just need your extra show. I was hatched ready, you hilarious Deek Biko. Here we go! A crushing like none other! Now hurry, seek out Nazosa.
Psst. Outsider. Over here. Quickly. Look, up above us. Prisoners from the village kept for sick entertainment. How many of them are thought dead, never to return home? You see those pulleys up there? They control the cell doors. I can cut them, but someone needs to open the grate in front of them. Under the southwest tree, you'll find a crank. Turning it will open the grate. Then, I can free them. Don't worry. This I can manage. Just open the grate. Once you turn the crank, I can reach the other, and the cell should unlock.
Free. I never thought this thing.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Continue the fight. Remove these pests from our home.
I hope you're watching.
Set it ablaze!
The enemy is this way. Try breaking free.
Finally you show. Boss, I have need of you. Perhaps you are surprised to see me here ahead of you? Mirta has many secret abilities that baffle the unlearned. But you reached this far on your own, so I am impressed. I would ask your assistance in my attempt. No, please. You knew I would show the moment you place that banner. Did you really think I'd let Otumi Ra revel in all the glory by himself? Rubbish. He knows that he's useless without me here. I think I know how Nazosa killed Satul Sa. Do you see these weapons? Some mammal liquor enchanted them. With these, a handful of lymph fins could fell the strongest of warriors. This is how they killed Satul Sa, and mean to kill the other winds. We destroy them, of course, but I need the binding word for the enchantment. I refuse to leave these weapons alone, so you need to retrieve it. There's a library of sorts just to the east. Search through the books in there, and you should find it. Look for a scroll that was recently manhandled by brutes. I should have come down here more often when I lived in the village. These tomes are out of date, certainly, but an interesting history. Well, I suppose we're in a battle and shouldn't delay. Did you find the binding? Ah, astute. There is hope for you yet. I'll make sure these weapons trouble us no more. Now we can land the final blow, and the warlord... Remove his symbol of authority. Walk into his chambers and pull down his banners. That way, his troops will know he is broken. If they don't outright turn on themselves, they'll likely steal what they can and flee. Now then, let me see what I can do with these.
We took everything else. We earned what we have here.
Do you want to brag about that, or should I?
The banner burns! Warlord Narzosa has fallen! Scatter! Everyone for themselves! Grab what you can!
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to. I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
They did it! The bandits flee!
The village belongs to us again. Sing for the winds.
Sun, bless the
Here
wind.
you stand,
They freed
the stranger who drifted through the mud to save us. And to think, I assumed you were a crow come to pick our bones. We can live in peace once again. And the legend of the winds will continue. Who can ever guess the wind's direction? But I choose to believe so. We reminded them of their strength when they worked together. I suppose you came for the promised reward. From my claws to my tail, I say this in earnest. You deserve this. I do not think we will have much trouble rebuilding. Plenty of supplies in the marsh. And of course, we have the best blacksmith who ever wallowed to craft our tools. My spine feels electric from all this hope. Not quite used to it. After we rebuild the village and I know we are truly safe, I may start selling my wares in other towns. Go north to Dryskin Lands. I want to be like the winds, traveling around.
You lead.
Strain. I erect the spine of fear, formidable stranger. I need your help. The Sulzan captured me and my friends in order to use us for a cruel ritual. I managed to escape, but my friends remain inside. I intend to go back and rescue them. I overheard as I attempted to escape. The Sulzan possess a relic, the idol of Zul'Anat. They will use it to consume the spirits of my friends so that they may summon a spirit of destruction. I am no limp-finned hatchling, but I cannot stop this alone. I need you to come with me into this Zanmir and free my friends in order to interrupt the Sulzan's rituals. Then, we must destroy the idol of Zul'Anat to prevent this atrocity from befalling another clan. As Mud is my mother, I know that with your help, we can save my friends from this horrible fate. Let us head quickly inside. Keep your teeth sharp. The Sulzan are Naga who worship only chaos, nothing more. They fuel their madness with horrible rituals and sacrifices, hoping it will bring an end to the world. They are violent, callous, and insane. But I fear their true threat is all too real. They are like my people, but harsher, crueler. Naga bear many similarities to the Saxhleel, but they are often taller and their faces wider. They are drawn to war and violence. Both come easily to them, which is why this threat is so dire. Their rituals have the potential to summon an ancient spirit of destruction. If they cannot use my friends to do it, they will find someone else. I believe destroying the idol will stop them, but I must first ensure my friends are safe. I'm afraid not, Big Kojel. All I know is that Zitze is one of the Sulzan's favorite shrines. Many of the Saxhleel have lost their lives there due to the Sulzan's terrible rituals. Their blood wets the stones. I hope my friends will not join them. Ah, forgive me. These things come easily to the tongue. In my language, Bikojel is something akin to friendly outsider, someone who is not quite a stranger. Saxhleel essentially is the same as Argonian, though the latter is the imperial term. I do not know. I only heard of it in passing as I escaped. I imagine something like that comes from a time when my people worshipped stone and had little reverence for the Hist. All I know is the Sulzan can use it to trap the spirits of the dead. We must free my friends to disrupt the rituals. Let us make haste.
They're coming for us.
Jayla, is that you?
Get to safety, Kuran. We will find the others.
Get back, you fetcher! Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. Roll if you can! I can fix the fight now. Getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Hurry! They must be performing more rituals further inside. The pain! I erect the spine of gratitude. The Sultan will not have her.
giant armatures.
Help me! Please! Many thanks. Be careful, Jayla. Don't worry, Raj Biko. We will. My egg brothers and sisters are safe thanks to you. There is one task left before us, if I have not yet reached the limits of your assistance. We must find where the Sulzan are keeping it first. It will likely be somewhere of great importance to them, and heavily guarded. I just pray we are not too late. There has been so much death. From what we have seen thus far, it seems as though these terrible rituals tear the souls from the victim. I believe the Sulzan found a way to transfer the stolen spirits into the idol in order to power it. That I cannot know. I hope so. If it doesn't stop them completely, it will at least slow their schemes. Destroying the idol of Zulunat should at least protect others from being trapped here. That is it. The idol, it's already absorbing spirits. The idol is no more. Let us leave this place.
Don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Spawn-worthy feelings to you, brave warrior. Not only did you rescue my tribe, but you became a storm that tore free the evil roots of the Sulzan here. With this, you have saved many more innocents. Yes, thanks to you. The Sulzan in this place will flounder without their idol, and my friends are now safely out of their reach. You saved us, and likely many more with your actions. Take this, Bigogel, with our thanks. What you have done for us, and others like us, will not be forgotten. We will rest here until the others regain their strength. Be welcome and wallow with us, if you wish. An excellent question. The grass bends to the wind, but we are not so yielding. We will take time to recover, but you helped ensure that we do not need to flee this place. If the Sulzan try to hunt us again in the future, we will be ready. On the whole, I cannot say. The group that inhabited Sitse, however, will fade into the shadows to rekindle the power you ripped from their claws. Their cruelty might not be at an end, but it is at least interrupted. Then we will be ready for them, Bigogel. We were caught unawares this time, like a swarm of gnats that does not sense the frog's sticky tongue. Next time, we will not...
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
You are hungry.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
I hope to see you again soon, and here you are. Excellent. I had a feeling you would be successful. You likely saved a lot of lives by dealing the Sulzan such a blow. I wish I could offer you more, but... Ah, hello, adventurer.